Once was a land of woe and strife, where the people were bereft of hope. They prayed to their gods of might and light to deliver the heroes of old. Instead they got heroes. Did you hear the quotes in my voice of moral ambiguity? They may help or may not help you at all. Depends on what's in it for them. They kick and they punch and they maul and they smash. They lie and they scheme and they burn and they slash. Succeed or fail, it adds to the tale. Dungeons and Debacle starts now.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the Dungeons and Debacles podcast. I am your host, Kevin. Going around the table, Hannah.
I'm Hannah, and I'll be playing Talia, the human rogue.
And Blake.
I'm Blake, and I'll be playing Juliet, the eldritch knight / wizard Dragonborn.
And Nathan.
Hi, I play Brahkul as a half-orc barbarian.
And John.
Hello. I've got coffee and cookies and kitties and my computer and something else that starts with a cut sound. Probably.
And Shane will not be joining us this week because he is dead.
To clarify, Alexander is dead. Shane's fine.
Yeah, that's an important distinction. My bad. So, the last time on Dungeons and Debacles podcast, you guys met the lady of the house, Lady Silverlight. You got into a fight with her. She possessed Alunodas. You kind of felt weird for a second having to knock Alunodas unconscious before her ghost reappeared for you to attack her. But you got over it. You were able to dispatch her, and currently you were checking out the rest of the upstairs when you were met by the ghost children again, who were happy that you dispatched Lady Silverlight and directed you to a secret passage in a wardrobe. So that is where you find yourselves now. So where do you want to go next?
Secret passage?
Secret stairs.
Okay, did you guys took a short rest up here, or are you continuing on?
I think we could spend a short rest, spend a few hit die. Alunodas already used his special ability to heal 18 points, but that still only gets him up to a third.
Can we search the rest of these rooms up here while they're resting? Because Juliet is, well, I guess everybody is kind of late, right?
Absolutely.
Alright. And also, Juliet's going to use arcane recovery to recover some spells.
Okay. So you search this parlor room that you're currently in. There's a bookcase here. Flipping through these books, they look like they're more like history books and some light fiction reading. Nothing really of note. There's some toys, and over here to the south, leaning up against the wall, is a desiccated corpse that is basically in the same condition as the other two that you found in the bedroom. This one appears to be human, and there's not really anything of note on him except you're going to find 5 gold pieces. When you go back in and search the bedroom, you are going to go rifling through this stuff. In the chest of drawers, you're going to find some what was once in fine clothing has now fallen apart over the ages. You think like you pull a robe out of this thing and it just falls apart. But when you go over to this dresser up against the wall, you are going to find a jewelry box that has various necklaces, rings, and some pendants and brooches. Altogether, there's probably about 1,500 gold pieces worth of jewelry in here.
Damn. We will snatch that up for sure. Stick that in the bag of holding.
You're going to go over here to the bed and start tossing it, and you are going to find a fine masterwork dagger that has a silver hilt and some gold work on it.
Do you have enough knives, Talia?
Never.
Stupid question.
I was gonna say, because we might be able to give it to Nifron.
He has a sai and a rapier. He doesn't need daggers, right, Nifron? And I'm gonna nudge him and just be like, please.
He says, "Sure, take it." Underneath the bed, you are going to find a fine crossbow, heavy crossbow. The string has decayed over the ages, and it is broken.
Well, we can always give this to Alexander once we wake him up, and he can use it until he learns how to magic things properly.
That's all you're going to find in the bedroom. Somebody putting this down in the inventory or character sheet?
Do you have I'm putting down the dagger, but do you have the description so I can just put it in my inventory?
Yeah, it's a fine dagger with a silver hilt.
Yeah, the jewelry's put in the bag of holding. On the sheet, rather.
Okay. And that basically does it for the upstairs here. So what do you guys want to do next?
I say we go down the secret passage.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, so I can do more hit die, yeah?
You can spend as many as you want. Or I think no, you can spend up to half of your hit die, I think.
Oh, only half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short rest.
I rolled earlier, but I rolled the wrong thing, so I'm going to take off what I added and then re-roll them. Oh, sad day.
Alright, so you guys are going down the secret passage?
Yep.
Icky, but yes.
Alright, so you are going to go through this ruin of a wardrobe in the back wall of this walk-in closet. And you enter onto this stone platform. And then there's stairs that descend down and to the right. And you're going to walk down probably about 15 or 20 feet. And you are going to end up in this area that's like a half moon. That to the north of you, the wall curves around in a circle. There's a stone floor here and a wall to your right. And you are going to see it's pretty dusty down here. But other than that, it's pretty unremarkable. You don't see anything else in the room. Give me a investigation check.
16.
Dude. I see dust.
21.
Alright, so you're going to start looking around this room, and you're looking at the floors, and you're looking at the walls. And Talia, on this southern wall here, you are going to see a circular hole that goes back into the wall. It's about an inch in diameter, and you can't see how far back it goes.
Guys, there's this weird hole here.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna
Beat me to it.
God bless America. All right, I'm gonna point at it and like shrug.
Alright, Talia, use your words. What do you want us to do?
I mean, I don't see how far it goes back. I feel like we should stick something in.
That's what she said. You missed another "that's what she said" joke.
You did.
No, I showed up just in time for it.
Well, I am not qualified for that kind of work. Alunodas?
I'm a monk. I'm eminently qualified.
You know, what about that dagger? It looked like pretty fine. There seems to be this whole kind of sticking weapons into things theme going on here. I don't know if this is some sort of euphemism or what, but maybe that's what we need to do.
Sure. Can I reach? Okay, this is gonna sound like a dumb question, but I'm short. Can I reach the hole, or is it like at my eye level? Like, how high up the wall?
It goes up the wall about 3 feet.
Okay, so I would be able to reach it. I will take the dagger that was just obtained, and I will poke the hole.
Okay. So you take the dagger and you put it in the hole, and you start wiggling it around. And when you wiggle it around to the left, you're going to feel like something catch it, and you push through, and you're going to hear it click, and you are going to feel this door come in slightly, And now you're going to see the outline of a door in the rock here that you couldn't see before.
Well, that's interesting. Can I open the...
Yeah, you push it and the door swings open.
Can I get the dagger back?
Yeah, I mean, you had to pull the dagger.
Okay.
in.
I was like, you said it caught it. I wasn't sure if it was like gonna keep it or not.
So this door swings open. Look out, and you are going to see this large area with a stone floor that's probably about 60 feet wide and about 25 feet deep. And as the light from Juliet's spell fills this room, I'm assuming that you put it back up, Juliet.
Yeah.
As you look inside here, you're going to see that this looks like a child's play area. You're seeing toys, a chair, a rug. There's like some toy soldiers. There's a large toy boat, a ball, and what appears to be...
I'm riding the duck.
Yeah, there appears to be one of those rocking horses, but it's a duck. And Alunodas gets up on it and starts rocking back and forth. And you're going to feel the room go cold again. And you're going to see the little boy appear. And he says...
That's one of my favorites, too.
It's fun.
I thought you guys weren't allowed to go through the secret doors.
Oh, we don't go through the secret doors. I just came downstairs. This is our play area. Will you stay with us and play?
It would
Not
be so
right
much...
now. We have a friend we're trying to help.
What happened to your friend?
He's almost dead.
Well, being dead's not so bad.
It would make his mommy sad. She's still alive.
Well, our mommy's dead, too. We get to see her every day, though.
That's nice. And I'm gonna have this this whole room creeps me out because it's like a dungeon play area, and that's super weird to me, especially since there was a secret passage to it.
And the boy comes over to this skeleton over here, and he says,
This was the last friend we had. His name was Jonas. He didn't stay very long, though.
Why did he leave?
He died.
How?
Well, Lady Silverlight, she was very unhappy he was in the house.
Oh, Lady Silverlight killed him.
Yeah, she killed a lot of our friends.
Okay.
Well, she's not going to do that anymore.
Well, while my friends take a look around, why don't you show me what all these great toys do?
oh, he's like...
Oh, come over here and check out my toy soldiers.
And he walks over here, and he says,
I play war with them a lot.
While he's over there, I'm going to just kind of look, under the rug, see if I see any...
give me an investigation check.
11.
Just appears to be a rug with nothing underneath it.
Okay. What about this chest over here?
That just appears to be a chest of toys. There's some carvings in here of horses and bears and other various woodland creatures. As you're moving around, you can see a hallway that extends back here to the right.
Right, I'm gonna. Where is? But I'm gonna. Is Nifron there?
Yeah,
or-
he's out here watching this child.
Well,
play around.
It looks like Lord Silverlight wanted a way to be able to come down and visit the children while they were playing without his wife noticing, which ordinarily would be creepy as fuck, but in this case, less so.
Nope,
you saying
still
this out
creepy as
loud?
fuck.
Are you saying this out loud?
No, this is me trying to understand what the hell's going on. So, it looked like Lord Silverlight played with you guys a lot, huh?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I mean, he treated me like his own son. So did Lady Silverlight.
I'm gonna motion to Brahkul and Nifron and Iolus that I'm moving down the
Okay, Nifron's going to follow you. Talia and Nifron, as you move to the east here, you are going to see a stairwell that goes up to your north. You are going to see another path that appears to end in a stone wall to your south. And then to your east, you are going to see a door to a room that's cracked open. And then you're also going to see an area up here to the northeast that appears to be like a storage area that has some crates and some barrels.
I'm going to check out the crates and barrels.
Okay, so you go up and you start looking through these, and it appears to be like long rotted foodstuffs like grain and rice. There's some barrels here that appear to have had some dried meat and some dried fish in them, and some vegetables that have long rotted away.
Alright, and actually, before I go through this door, I'm going to investigate this wall that appears to end. See if I can see anything unusual.
Give me an investigation check.
Aw, 6.
It just appears to be a wall to you. There is a tapestry here depicting like a mountain range landscape.
Does it appear to be in good condition?
No, it's in tatters.
Damn. Trying to find anything that I can sell for, any amount of gold.
Yeah, it's pretty damp down here. So there's some mold and mildew.
Alright, so let's do I see anything through the crack of this?
You don't, because there is no light.
Alrighty then. And I have no way of making light, so I'm not going to open it and find out that
you
there's
could
something.
turn into a bat, and then you'd be able to see in the dark with your mouth.
That's just weird. Alright. I'm gonna come back out here and let everybody know, hey guys, I found a hallway, some crates and stuff, some stairs up, and that's cracked open. And I'm gonna ask the little boy, do you know what's in that room?
Yeah, that's where they, kept their wine.
Oh, really?
And then you hear this moan come from up above you down this stairwell. And you hear this woman's voice say,
Boy, come here.
and the boy is going to say,
Oh, that's Mom calling. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
and then you're going to see him go across this room and through this wall and then up the stairs and disappear.
His mom calls him boy? That's impersonal in the extreme.
It's a different
Or is that
time.
just because you didn't bother to think of a name for the kids?
Oh no, he's got a name. You just didn't bother to ask it.
Alright, let's get exploring. I believe the boy said that there was another secret door down here. Although he might have just been talking about this one we came through.
I didn't see anything but a tapestry. And I'm gonna point in that direction.
In this room, you're also seeing some tapestries on the walls here.
Is there a tapestry on this wall up at the north?
Yes, there are 2 tapestries up here that are rather large. One is depicting like a battle scene. Another one is depicting some wild animals that you're not familiar with. There's a tapestry up against this wall over here that is depicting a landscape with a river. There's one right here that is depicting like a epic battle against a drake. And then there's another one over here that is depicting another landscape, but this one is of a city that you don't recognize.
I'm gonna check out the one with the drake.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
10. Man, my second rolls have been kicking ass, and I just
So are you just investigating the tapestry?
Yeah, I'm gonna lift it and move it and see if if there's anything behind it, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you lift it and you see that there's a crack here, but you can't really tell if it's like a crack in the wall or door or what.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, there might be something here, or it might just be a crack in the foundation. I'm not sure.
Well, let's see if we can't get it open somehow.
Try the dagger.
We'll stab the wall to death in just a minute. 8. Alunodas is not investigating well.
Yeah, you don't know if it's just the foundation or what. Could just be a wild goose chase.
Alright, let me take a look at this. And 11, what?
Yeah, you're
Nothing here.
You don't know much more about it.
Let Brahkul see this.
Yep, we're all looking at this thing.
11.
And as we're all staring at this crack in the southern wall, a ghost goes through the north wall, opens a door, closes it.
Nifron's going to say, "What are you all doing over there?"
There's a weird crack. I don't know.
So you're holding back this tapestry. He's just going to go over and rip it down off the wall. And that is a 17. So he's going to pull out his scythe, and he's going to stick it into that crack and start moving it around. And you're going to see some dust fall down through this crack. And he's going to start working it back and forth. And you can see now that there appears to be cracks in the shape of a door here. And he says, "Well, it's obviously a door." And then he looks around for a little bit. He's touching stones with the hilt of his scythe here. And
Let's put the duck in it.
He hits one of the stones and it recesses and you hear a click. And then this wall pushes in. There appears to be now a door that is about 2 feet wide and about 6 feet tall. And he pushes it in. And as he's going to walk in,
Lord Snufflebutt.
and inside you are going to see Lord Silverlight again. And he's going to turn and look at you and say,
You again? Why don't you just leave?
We can't leave without what we're looking for.
And what are you looking for?
A really, really awesome diamond.
Well, if I had one, I certainly wouldn't give it to you, ruffians.
So, what do you
Never
have
say
here?
never.
It's none of your business. This is my private room.
Yeah, can I just say it's super creepy that you have a secret passage to a kid's play area? Just, the creep factor is through the roof.
This is the basement. This is where they come to play on a rainy day. What are you talking about, creep factor?
Okay, then why was there a secret passage? That's all I'm saying. There was a secret walkway from your closet to the child's playroom. Creepy.
Not that it's any of your business, but there's secret passages all over this house.
Really? Where?
Oh, really?
Oh, you're trying my patience. Leave now.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, especially since the initiative order just came up.
as he starts moving towards you in an aggressive manner. I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Brahkul says, not
Oh.
this again.
Who's playing guitar?
That was me.
Dude, wait.
What?
Let's finish this game, then you can play guitar later.
I just wanted to play the fight starting theme, but I don't know any fight starting theme, so I just played the thing from that movie that time, where the guys got attacked.
Nice. Apparently, my initiative is just garbage today. This time, rather.
Where's Nifron?
He's in the corner there?
Oh, the initiative was covering him up. Alright, so Alunodas, you're going first.
Clicks his heels together and punchy punch punch.
You can you use that once encounter or once a day? I thought it was just once a day.
It lasts for 10 minutes and you can stop it when you want, so I stopped it at the end of the other fight.
Right,
After
but you took
I
a short
woke up.
rest.
It's once per long rest is when it resets. So I have like 4 minutes left on it.
But you took a long rest. It's not like you can just stop it and then you get like 10 minutes total. You can't say, well, I want to use 5 minutes now and then 5 minutes later. You used it
Oh,
and then you took
can't?
a short rest. No.
Okay. In that case, no dice. Alright, so he's just gonna not be hasty and attack anyway. Haha. Massive damage on that first one, because they're critical. And he's going to do Flurry of Blows and hit him some more. And take away his reap.
Oh my goodness.
Snap! Alright, so multiple hits, multiple crits. So just from the range of attacks he did, see that's 11, 20, 28 damage, and 2 of those were criticals. So I rolled the d20s twice, came up with 5, and 9.
All right, so you punch, and you see his form start to dissipate, but he's like barely keeping it together. Roll the crit table.
He got the 5 and 9.
5 and 9.
All right, that's target falls prone, but he can't because he's immune to that. And then unleash the birdies. Your target hits so hard it dazes your opponent until the end of your next turn.
So he's dazed and has no reflexes and is taking damage like a jerk.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, so Lord Silverlight here, you see his form start to like dissipate, and then he starts like stumbling back away from you, and then you are going to see him disappear into this suit of armor here to the north, and then you're going to see it start to move.
Wouldn't he get an attack of opportunity?
He would. Go ahead.
20
That hits.
for 8 more damage.
All right. You hit him again as he like starts to stumble away from you, and he's basically turned into a mist now as he disappears into this suit of armor that is now animated. Let me put that into
A
initiative.
more elegant possession from a more civilized age.
All right, so this suit of armor goes next. So it is going to turn and spin on Juliet, who's standing right beside it. And it has this great sword that it had a hold of that was pointed down, that it now lifts up and raises it over its head and is going to attack Juliet. The first attack is a 26.
That hits.
The second attack is a 20.
That hits as well.
For a total of 35 points of damage.
All right.
Next up is Nifron. It's going to flank the suit of armor. That is a 17, a 27, and a 24. 27, 24 is going to hit, and that's actually 26, which is a crit. So that is going to do a total of 12 for 16. Let's see, 23, 29, and 34 points of damage.
Hey, where's Mage Boy?
You don't know.
Good question.
Talia, you're up.
All right, I am going to move. Yeah, I'm gonna move here. Does this give me advantage?
It
No.
does not.
It does not. Okay, well then I'm going to move here by going around so that I don't get a. He doesn't get an attack of opportunity or anything. And I will throw my first. It's a 22
That hits.
sneak attack, and then my offhand, which is 14.
That's going to miss.
All right, so 18 damage, and that'll be my turn.
All right, next up is Brahkul.
I am gonna come over here and try to hit with my great axe. And one of these days I'll set up my Mac will so I don't take a song rolling my dice.
That's 15. That's going to miss. Take your second attack. 25. That hits.
Ooh,
Roll your damage.
25. I'm sorry, what was that, Kevin?
Roll your damage. 1d12 plus 3.
11.
All right. So you take your axe and you slam down into this thing, and you're like, man, I gave that like a really solid hit, but should have done more damage to that. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Next up is Juliet.
All right. Juliet is going to realize that he's a fucking suit of armor, and this is absolutely perfect. She's going to cast Shocking Grasp on him. 11 to hit. I'm guessing that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
All right, and then going to use bonus action to use Second Wind. 9 HP back, and that's it for Juliet.
All right. Next up is Alunodas.
Alright, I'm going to break out my Wand of Magic Missiles And I know I have this set up, I just need to figure out how. Use 5 of its 6 charges. I think that means a total of 30 damage? I'm not sure.
This says 12 on it. Is that a different macro that you've got set up?
Well, it's supposed to do it as a spell, and I chose it as level 5. So I think that... I'm not sure what it's doing here. I think the bottom is for the first level, for the 3d4 plus 3. And then the top one is the next 4.
So that'd be a total of 30.
So I whip out the wand, and looks like 7 bolts of magical energy go flying into this suit of armor.
All right, and you're going to see the suit of armor stagger back. So now the suit of armor is going to take a swing at Brahkul. That is a 22 and a 16.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
For a total of 31 points of damage.
Oof, good hit, armor.
All right, Nifron's up. He is going to attack it with his rapier and sai. He hits it once for 10 points of damage, plus the sneak attack, 16. Next up is Talia.
Alright, so I am going to... I'm going to take out my adamantine dagger. And I'm going to run up here and stab him with the adamantine dagger. 18 to hit.
That's going to miss.
Shit. And then I'll stab him with my offhand dagger, I guess. And that's going to miss too.
Yep.
And then I'm going to die. It's going to be great.
Anything else you want to do?
I think that's all I can do. Because I guess I could try to run, but I used my bonus action already, so he would get an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll stay there and hope that he didn't notice that I was there.
Alright, Brahkul, you're up.
I just going to take my giant axe and just swing at him again. Crit fail on the 7 and just a regular 14.
Roll one more and we'll count that 14 and whatever the next number is as your
17.
Alright, so both of those miss, and I'm going to need you to roll a d20.
That is a 10.
That's sheepish. You're going to take a -5 to initiative for the rest of the day.
That's what he's done.
I mean, that's just great because I've been getting 5s all day.
Alright, anything else you want to do?
No, I say I'm good.
Alright, Juliet, you're up.
Alright, Juliet is going to shock and grasp him again. A 9 to hit. Wow, great. That's it for Juliet.
Alright, Alunodas, you're up.
Alright, nothing for it but to go up and punch this fucker. No special sort of advantage. First attack is a 24.
That hits.
Second attack is only 11.
That's going to miss.
I'll spend a chi point for flurry of blows, one of which will hit for 9 more damage. And take away his... Let's see, I'm going to try if I can't push him away from the wall. He needs to make a 14 on his strength save.
I made a 19.
Damn it. Alright, so just 18 damage, looks like. Yeah.
Alright, so you punch this thing, and you're going to see like pieces of armor start falling off of it, including the head, which falls to the ground. Next up is the suit of armor. It is going to swing at Brahkul. That is a 15 and a 21.
You already know this is a hit.
For 36 points of damage.
Oof, Brahkul is not doing so well in this fight, and he thought he was doing horrible in the last one.
Next up is Nifron. That is a 20, a 25, and a 20. All three hit for 9, 16, 19, 27 points of damage. So he's going to take his rapiers, and he finds like these leather pieces that are attaching these pieces of armor, and he's just slicing through them as he jabs in, and you're going to see this suit of armor fall apart, and then Lord Silverlight appear again. Alright, next up is Talia.
All right. Well, I'm gonna continue stabbing. 19.
That'll hit.
Sneak attack, and my offhand, which is a 20.
That hits.
For a total of 20 damage.
All right. So what does it look like when you kill this ghost?
I mean, I'm just gonna, stab, and he's gonna dissipate with hopefully a very anguished look of pain on his face.
Yeah, there's that look of pain, and then this wailing is that fades as his form dissipates, and that places you out of combat.
And I was just thinking about trying to reason with him. It's like, dude, Lady Silverbitch is dead. You could spend eternity with your kids if you wanted. But too late.
Brahkul thinks you should start with that to begin with when we bust in the room.
Yeah, the barbarian's suggesting diplomacy.
You know it's bad.
Investigate this desk, but I'm gonna fail miserably because I got a 7.
All right, so now that the ghost is gone and this suit of armor is in pieces on the floor, you start looking around, and this room appears to be about 30 feet wide, about 15 feet deep. It's there's a stone floor. There's some tapestries on the wall in here depicting battle scenes with dragons and versus paladins. And then one thing that you notice is there is a battle scene here depicting a large silver dragon. Somebody give me a religion check.
My time to shine.
18.
23.
Talia and Alunodas, you would recognize this silver dragon as a depiction of Bahamut.
Ew.
So, as you're looking around the room, Alunodas, with that crit success on investigation, you start rifling through the drawers here and through the books on this shelf, and you are going to see a lot of correspondence here back and forth between some names that you've heard of and recognized as some of the companions. You're also, as you're flipping through here, you're getting that a lot of this stuff is about the organization of the saviors in the Vanguard.
Damn, this son of a bitch was friends with the companions. I'm glad I didn't speak up about trying to give him eternity with his kids. He would have been a terrible influence.
So what you're gathering from just a cursory look through here, he may have been in the Vanguard.
Weird how his wife was harder to kill than him.
So as you're looking through here, Talia, you are going to step over this rug, and you're going to feel like something move underneath it. You're going to pull the rug up, and you are going to find a large stone that's not mortared in, and you lift it up, and you're going to find a steel chest underneath that's about 2 feet wide by about 3 feet deep.
I knew there'd be something under a rug one of these days. Can I assume that to be able to reach the chest, I would have to get it out of the hole, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Juliet, Brahkul, could you lift this thing? 'Cause little girl. I'm gonna point at myself.
You need your
Brahkul
exercise
would be happy
time.
to help.
Remember to lift with your back. Try to, jerk it. Real sharp, sudden jerks with your lower back.
And twist while you do it.
Strange, Brahkul heard lift with your legs, never with your back.
Brahkul, give me a strength check. 20. All right, so you're able to get down on your knees and get your fingers around the edges of this steel chest and lift it up out of the hole. Now that you get a good look at it, it's steel and unremarkable. It's about 2 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet, and there appears to be a latch and a lock on top of it.
All right, so once he puts it down, I'm going to try to check for traps first.
All right, give me an investigation check.
14.
All right, so you start looking around this thing, and you're not really seeing anything as far as the trap's
Right,
concerned.
then I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
All right.
That's a fail.
All right, that's a critical fail. So 2 things are going to happen right now. So you take your lock pick and you stick it in the lock, and first of all, it bends the lock pick, and then as it bends, you're going to feel this sharp prick in your finger, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
20.
All right, so you are going to take 20 points of poison damage.
Did you just say 20?
Yep.
Damn.
And you're going to start feeling this warmth and throbbing in your finger as you feel this fast-acting poison start working its way up your arm, and your head's going to start to swim for a second, and you're going to fall back on your butt, and you're going to sit there for a second, and your head's swimming, and then you start feeling it go away.
Oh, guys, that was bad. Can someone just break that thing open?
That
Break
took
a
you down.
steel chest open. Brahkul, it hurt our girl, our Talia. It hurt Talia. Make it go away.
I mean, you said it was just a latch with, like, a lock on it, right?
Yep.
So it should be able to be just broken.
Brahkul shall give it a try. 19.
All right. So, how are you doing this? Are you using your axe?
Nah, I'm gonna use my bare hand, just put the dagger off the latch.
Okay. You grab a hold of this and you start yanking on it, and you pull and pull and pull, and then it's going to violently snap, and then the lid falls back, and you're going to fall back on your butt. But the chest is now open, and the contents start spilling out on the floor onto you as well, because you're behind it.
Ooh, Brahkul was much stronger than they thought he would have been.
So, inside, you are going to find 4,000 gold pieces. You're going to find various gems, rubies, emeralds, and a couple of very large diamonds. You're also going to find a glass vial with nothing in it. And you're also going to find a suit of full plate armor.
This is one hell of a find.
We should take it all.
Yep.
How are we splitting the gold?
Let's just dump it in the bag of holding, and we'll split it up later.
Sounds
Because we
good.
have a whole bunch of jewelry and stuff anyway we need to sell.
Yup.
How many diamonds did you say there were? 3?
There's 3 diamonds in here.
And you said there were 2 very large ones?
Yes.
And what about the other gemstones? Just so I'm writing all this down.
There's probably about 1,200 gold worth of gems in here that are rubies and emeralds and sapphires.
Awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I think we should get Bo.
That's probably a good idea. I mean, we've killed the bad people, and the kids can, linger for eternity with their mom doing whatever they want. They probably won't kill anyone else, right?
Oh, I thought we were burning the place down.
We can do that too.
Is there anything in the bookcase to the north here?
Oh, right. This guy's a member of the Companion in the Vanguard, so he probably has lots of information about their shit. We should take that. Yes, definitely. Yes.
You're going to look through here, and you are going to see ledgers and files and books, and give me an investigation check.
10.
So you're seeing a lot of stuff here that looks like it is information on logistics and the organization of the Vanguard, some locations where they're located, and people high in the power structure here. Just as a cursory glance, you would need to take a lot more time with it to figure more out.
Yeah, I mean, I already have these on my Kindle, so...
Alunodas, you're finding much the same thing with that roll.
All right. Let's pack it up too, take it with us. We can study it on the road.
But these are the boring kinds of books, and that's from me.
The more information we have about the Companions in the Vanguard, the easier it will be to kill them and salt the earth.
We don't.
Metaphorically. They're evil. They're trying to stop the return of our mistress. They locked her up in the first place. Is any of this information actually at all useful?
It would be, yeah.
Okay, let's take it.
Alright, I guess we're shoving it in the bag hole.
Okay, so you're going to find maybe as you rifle through here, and you probably take like 20 or 30 minutes because you realize the importance of this. As they're packing up that chest, you're going through the bookcase and the desk, and you find probably about 10 books that you think are important about the organization and locations of where the saviors are located. Or not the saviors, the vanguard.
Huzzah! Because they're the bad guys.
Really?
They're trying to kill you now. Wouldn't you think they're the bad guys?
Did you look in the desk as well?
Talia already did.
Yeah.
I failed miserably at it. Someone could probably look again.
Can't think of a way
Alright.
to suggest that without sounding condescending.
Alright, well, I will search again because if there's stuff on the bookcase, then maybe there's stuff inside the desk
Give me
that
an
Talia
investigation
might
check.
not have noticed. Because she's a smart cookie, but she may not understand the importance of ledgers and other garbage that's in
Juliet, give me, is that the... Okay, 15.
15 investigation.
All right, so you look through here, and in the bottom right-hand drawer, you're going to find a false bottom. And inside, you're going to find a silver ring with a jade gemstone.
Interesting. I'll have to identify this later.
All right, so are you doing anything else here?
At the very least, we're done with this room.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We are diamonds too. We could just leave.
They might have more stuff. Probably not. I mean, we've gone through most of their shit pretty thoroughly. But there might be some more things in these other rooms.
Nifron's going to go over here and open this door and look inside, and it appears to be just like junk, like when they changed out furniture or drapes and stuff. Instead of like donating it or throwing it away, they have the servants just pile it in this room.
Weird.
Okay, you see, that's what I'm talking about. The wealthy don't have to throw anything away. That's why they stay wealthy. Boots'
Okay.
theory of economic unfairness.
So you come down to this last room in the corner, and you open it up and go inside, and this appears to be a wine cellar.
Would they still be good?
You might have
Looking,
to taste them.
looking around, some of these, I mean, they all look like they're intact. They're very dusty. They have wax seals around the corks, so you know they haven't been exposed to air. Some of these look very fancy with labels on them. Some of them even have some like gold gilding and scroll work on them.
We should take this too.
Alright, let me just say, this stuff is not gonna fit in the bag of holding. We already have
I
this
don't
thing
know that
built,
we can carry
like,
out
literally to the
entire
brim.
wine cellar.
Well, let's take the ones that have gold leaf at the very least. I'll tuck some into my pockets.
Okay, so we'll say, Talia, you're able to get like 2 bottles of wine because you're a little girl. Nifron will go up and he's going to go through here and find some bottles and dust them off to look at the labels. He was like, oh, this was an excellent idea. And he's going to take it and take his rapier and sword the bottle neck and then take some long swigs out of this bottle.
Drinking on the job?
Does it still taste good?
He's going to wipe
I
his
say-
mouth, and he says, yes, it's excellent. And then he hands the bottle to you, Talia.
I'm gonna sniff it and take a sip.
You take a sip, and you haven't really had that much exposure to wine, but it tastes really good. You're getting hints of like vanilla and strawberry and chocolate and dirt.
In a good way.
Yeah, it's complex.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna look around and see if there are any other bottles of that, and I'll replace some of my bottles with that vintage if there are any.
You're able to find 3 more bottles.
Okay, so I'll replace the 2 bottles I have with that one that I like, and then look at Julia and be like, grab this one.
She's 13 now. She's old enough to drink.
Alright, fine. Just this bottle.
Okay. So, that's it for down here. I think that's all the rooms that we can find anyway.
All right, so what are you doing now?
Let's check out the staircase. It goes up now, right?
Yeah.
Will take us back to the main room.
Then I guess we are finished here.
There's this weird hallway that just kind of ends, but that's probably nothing. I'm gonna head towards the stairs.
Design oversight. No one would make a huge, giant, empty bottom half of the map that's completely shrouded in shed.
All right, so you going upstairs?
Yep.
You walk up the stairs, and as you look up, as you're ascending them, you realize they're the same stairs that you used to climb to the top floor. This puts you out in the main floor on a landing where you came in.
Is Iolus actually here?
You don't see him.
Guys, where'd the mage go?
Probably ran like a coward. We'll kill him when we get back to the church.
Are you sure we shouldn't find him? Nah, let's just go.
Yeah. Well, if he's at the church, we'll kill him there. If he's not, then he's probably been being killed by ghosts here, I guess.
He's a coward. He doesn't deserve death for that.
Yeah, he does.
So as you're talking, you're going to hear a voice from upstairs. Is that you?
Mage boy?
Juliet?
Yes?
Oh, great. I got turned around. And you're going to see Iolus come downstairs. He says, I lost you. I didn't know where you went. I turned around for a second and you all disappeared from the Pala.
Ah, yes, the giant light didn't give it away.
Yes, it did get dark all of a sudden. I just closed my eyes a bit while we were taking that short rest upstairs.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, makes sense.
I want to believe you, but then the other part of me really wants to stab you in the face.
Let's not offend our friend, our gracious host here.
So abrasive, little girl. That's not going to get you far in life.
Well, to be fair, you kind of disappeared. You disappeared on us, and that makes me...
I didn't disappear on you. You disappeared on me.
You should keep up.
Regardless, we found what we were looking for, some diamonds, so we have no reason to be here.
Great. Can we go now?
Yes.
Yeah, we won't leave you here.
You're going to see him, walk out in front of you and, head out the door. He can't get out fast enough. So is everybody leaving the mansion?
Yes.
All right, so the door's still open, and you walk outside and out into the courtyard. And by this time, it's the light from dawn is starting to creep up over the horizon.
Holy shit. We went in at midnight and then rested 1 hour and it's suddenly light? Holy fuck.
We had to go through room by room. We did a lot of searching.
Yes, 7 hours of searching? Jeez.
You walk out into the courtyard and everybody give me a perception check.
13.
19.
17.
I gonna need a sec. A freaking 9, even though I got proficiency or advantage.
As you walk out, Alunodas and Juliet, you're going to be looking around the courtyard, and you're going to turn back to the house, and you're going to see the little boy and the little girl standing at a window and waving at you as you leave.
Alunodas waves back.
So we're not burning the house down?
Then the companions are going to know, and they're going to follow our trail, and we'll be stuck dealing with them again.
And we don't want to leave the kids homeless.
The cool things they have suffered enough.
Well, what if burning the house down allows them to, continue on into the next light?
That's their problem, not ours.
Alright, let's get Poe.
As you leave out through the courtyard and through the gate, the sun peers up over the horizon. Juliet and Alunodas, you look back to the house, and the ghosts of the children are gone. And I think that's probably a pretty good place to end it.
And next time, I'll be able to play the hockey thing, where they try to psych people up. Do, 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 instead of the dueling banjo song.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Dungeons and Debacles podcast. If I could ask a halfling-sized favor, give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It's the best way to support us. New episodes come out every Monday, so make sure to check your podcast app. Do you have an idea to make the podcast better? Tell us about it on Twitter or Facebook. You can also check out our website to see all the maps, lore, and characters at DungeonsandDebaclespodcast.com. And now a word from our fantasy sponsor.
The hammer gets you what they owe. Have you or a loved one who is a practitioner of the magical arts been injured by lead-based ink? I'm Hamish the Hammer, and I can get you the gold you deserve. I'm a wizard, and I need nimble fingers and a sharp mind. Lead ink took that from me. There was no warning of the side effects of lead on the bottle, and someone must be held responsible. Going to the town guard or petitioning the leader of your village takes too long when you need gold now. My professional team of negotiators gets to the root of the problem and persuades them to do the right thing. I don't get paid unless you do. Send a raven with a message about your problem to Luscane, care of Hamish the Hammer, for a free consultation. The hammer gets you what they owe.
The music you heard on this episode was Nightmare Machine and Evening of Chaos by Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0.